Hello, I'm so glad that you've landed on this website page and that you are considering doing Queen Alchemy. So I'm going to give you like a little brief overview, but make sure that you read everything on the website page because it really is helpful in not only knowing what you're going to be doing with me in Queen Alchemy, but also just getting a feel for the kind of energy in this 7-week program and the kind of transformation that you can expect. Make sure that you take some time to really look at the testimonials because they're going to give you quite the idea of the results that you can be expecting for yourself. So the first thing that I want to say about Queen Alchemy is that it is such a unique 7-week program. You know, I started doing my business and helping women heal in all areas of their life, especially around their femininity and their sensuality and allowing themselves to just feel empowered in what feels right for them back in 2018. So I really was ahead of the curve in terms of the trend of trauma work and coaching and all that kind of stuff. And I've been running Queen Alchemy since 2019. So you can rest assured that this program is tried and tested. And when I say that it is unparalleled, I really mean it. I actually came up with Queen Alchemy when I was running a very similar program that now really is just Queen Alchemy, where basically that program was also a group program, very similar format, very similar work that we're doing. And there was a few girls that really made me aware of the gap in the market around helping women to feel safe in their authentic, sexy self. So she was really struggling to embrace her sensuality, to feel like she could let go in sex, and to fully activate her inner slut, if you want to call it, right? And slut isn't a bad word, right? It's really about activating that lover and slut archetype in a good way. And, you know, even for a lot of you, that might even feel triggering or activating, the word slut. And that in and of itself just shows the need for this kind of work because there is so much of society's influence that affects our own ability to be authentic and to live in alignment. So, you know, she made me aware of this. We had a few one-on-one calls and I later that night came up with the name Queen Alchemy. I remember where I was sitting, the exact cushion on the sofa. From then onwards, it's been Queen Alchemy. And so this is my most popular program. It is kind of the pinnacle of my programs in terms of getting to do it all. It's such a powerful program because it's really about a bottom-up approach. It addresses the root. It doesn't just go to the fun, feminine, sensual manifestation stuff. We do that, but we do that in a very embodied way, in a very somatic way, once we've healed the root issues, once we've actually cleared the path to bring in the new. So words cannot capture this program's profound impact. It really can't. So, you know, read the website page, feel the website page, and just know that if you get a lot from my free content, if you listen to my podcast, if you watch my Instagram stories, if you read all my emails and you feel that the way that I deliver things hits you and you really enjoy receiving my teachings, you get a lot of micro or macro transformations from what you've already consumed of mine, then you can rest assured that you are going to have mind-blowing transformations in Queen Alchemy because it is a truly, truly remarkable program, and it is a top-tier program. I work with a lot of women, that are in this industry as well, that are trying to grow their business. I am well aware of what else is out there, and I can tell you with full confidence that this program is very unique and it is very high level in the way that it's not a basic run-of-the-mill program on trauma, feminine energy, sensuality, etc. I have created this huge handbook, I guess, of all my different modalities, and I bring them to Queen Alchemy one-on-ones, obviously, but in regards to Queen Alchemy, I bring as much healing work as I can to the table because I know how profound it is. The beautiful thing about Queen Alchemy is that there is so much work that is available to you. We have the weekly group healing calls that happen where everybody comes to those calls, and then we also have the mini trauma calls. And the mini trauma calls are 14 focused calls. They are specific on different topics. You come to the ones that you feel like you need. If you don't want to come to some of them, you don't need to come to them. and you can choose what resonates. So the beautiful thing is that there is up to 42 hours of, if I've done the math correctly, or over 40 hours at least of trauma healing, which is a lot. A plus all of the modules, all of the Q&As in the Telegram group, all of the extra time that you have with the recordings, with me answering questions, with all those kinds of things, with the journal prompts. Like, it's an abundance of information, and it means that there is not only something for everybody, it also means that you can rest assured that you don't need to feel like, what if one of Monica's modalities don't work for me? Because I have so many, and we do so much healing, that the domino effect will mean that even if something doesn't fully hit one way on this day, it could hit a different way on this day, and you'll knock both of them out of the park. You also, of course, have the option of booking in some one-on-ones with me. There's limited availability, but this will really help to turbocharge your transformation if you feel like you need it, or if there are things, and I will always recommend when I receive your intake form, I'll recommend if there's a few things in your intake form that you share with me where I'm like, they're not going to be fully hit on in the group calls or in the content already there, that I'm going to suggest a one-on-one so that you really can close out at the end of the 7 weeks knowing that you've worked on everything. You haven't kind of put one foot in, one foot out, and then you can make your choice on whether you want to do those or not. The great thing about group energy is the group power, right? The group power means that when I say that, it is immensely potent when women come together. It is beautiful when you do healing work with other people sometimes, because people can ask a question where you've never even thought of that, but by them asking that question, you're like, wait, I relate to this too. So the learning is only amplified by having more people's input, more people's stories, more people's questions. And not only that, you obviously have this incredible support system and community. And I have goosebumps as I say this, because so many women that I speak to are longing for that sense of community. They're longing to feel unconditionally supported and seen, not conditionally supported and seen. So the beautiful thing is that we also have that in Queen Alchemy. The results, they speak for themselves, right? They speak volumes about the program's potency and the work that I do. So just know that this is not your typical program. We tackle deep-rooted trauma. We tackle the root of the issue. And we also allow you to ensure that you're not just growing your toolbox, because that doesn't do shit, right? I'm ensuring that you are leaving this program having actually integrated all of these things into your life, so that it's not like your to-do list of self-care has increased, right? And now you have to spend an extra 3 hours a day rubbing your boobs. That's not what this program is about. This program is really about changing your life in a way that is sustainable and that lasts, okay? So I'm going to leave this there. I'm not going to keep blabbing on, although I could forever about Queen Alchemy, because it is so, so incredible. But just know that the testimonials are there to help you and to guide you. The screenshots are there to help you and to guide you. If you go on my Instagram page, you'll see all the different highlights. Just look for QA and there'll be a number, because there's that many highlights. So we start with obviously highlight 1, and there's going to be highlights 5, 6, etc. So all those highlights are filled with testimonials. They're filled with screenshots. They're filled with proof that this works. If you have any questions at all, absolutely anything, you can ask me whatever you want. Just send an email to support@monicagateshealth.com, and Olivia or myself will jump in there and help guide you to what is going to be the most beneficial. So I really hope that I get to see you in the next round of Queen Alchemy, and all the information about inclusions, what you can expect, timing of calls, when the calls are, the dates, all those kind of things, what's recorded, what's not, access, etc. is all down below. Have a really good scroll, a really good read of the website page, and then we are here to answer any other questions, and I cannot wait to see you inside.